Assalamu alaikum, good evening, and welcome to NTV Europe's celebrity talk show, Talking Point. I'm your host, Syed Neaz Ahmad. In our studios today, we have a gentleman who is well known throughout United Kingdom, and he is director of an organization called SODA. He will explain what it stands for, but this is about Indian classical music. When we say Indian, we mean the whole subcontinent and not just the country known as India. Indian classical music is given a genre of South Asian music. That's what the encyclopedia says. The 13th century Sanskrit text, Sangita Ratnakara of Sharangadeva, is regarded as the definitive text by both the Hindustani music and, now you see the difference, and the Karnataki music. So within India, there are two kinds, one in the south and one in the north. Music. Indian classical music has two fundamental elements, and that is what is most important, Tala and Raga. Well, welcome to the show, Mr. T.M. Kaysher.
Thank
Ahmed
you very
Kaysher.
much.
How are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, great to have you here, and I understand that tonight you will be performing and your group will be performing at a very prestigious venue in London.
Yes.
Tell us something about that.
Yes, we are performing as part of another organization called Radha Raman Society that deals with Bengali folk music. So as part of promoting Bengali folk music in the world stage, we also perform a very unique kind of shows, which is called Palagan in Bangladesh.
Right.
But we promote it as Bengali opera or Bengali rural music theatre or kind of Bengali ballad, folk ballads, both through theatrical acting and musicality, and then performing music, especially the grand, magnificent form of Bengali folk music. So this is
it what they call dance drama?
Yeah, this is also, I mean, through dancing as well. Through we tell the story, especially the folk tales or fairy tales that has a connection with modern issues through dance, dazzling form of dance, and then also music. Music plays a great role throughout the whole storytelling. So this one, we did something in Rich Mix last year,
right,
which is called Binonder Kicha, which was hugely popular, and then we did it something in Popular Union, and that was highly popular in Bangladesh as well. Madan Kumar Madhumala, which was highly accepted in Western society as well, with having a number of interest from Western audiences. And then this one is called Rohim Badshah and Rubban, which is again extremely popular in Bangladesh, but it's
highly entrenched in our culture.
Exactly.
In rural culture.
Exactly, rural culture. And then this one also connects some global myths, some global heritage, rituals, just to connect non-Asian, non-Bengali audiences. So that is this one is called Rohim Badshah Rubbanir Pala, but the English title of the production is The Story of a Bengali Oedipus. And that is happening in the Space Theatre, far away from here,
right,
Canary Wharf, Isle of Dogs.
I hope that you have a successful show. And I understand that it is spread over 3 days?
3 days, yes. So today
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And Saturday and Sunday, happening at 7 p.m. every day.
I have a question. I mean, showing this to a mixed audience of Bangladeshi and ethnic English people. How do they understand? I mean, is the performance in English or is it in Bengali? Or is it the subtitles or narrations in
English narrative, yes, with English narrative. And then although we try to be authentic in terms of the traditional way of storytelling,
Right.
but we also connect with some global myths so that any non-Bengali audience find it as their own story. But the whole story is...
You relate it to the other cultures.
Other cultures as well. Like this one, although it is Rohim Basha and Rubban, but it is connected with the Greek tragedy of Oedipus. And then because the story is narrated in English, anyone can be the potential audiences. Anyone, I mean, especially we get significant number of non-Bengali audiences, and then they promote, if they like it, they promote to rest of the world. That's how.
When did you start this?
Well, this Palagan.
And how did this idea come to your mind?
Shodha, we started Shodha about it is almost 8 years now. But Shodha's journey, like you said before, I mean, extremely with a wonderful explanation, explaining. We started with mainly promoting Indian classical music. Shodha's main purpose is to promote Indian classical music. And because we are also aware of connecting non-Bengali, non-Indian audiences, so we try to connect Indian classical music with some other form of global arts. Poetry, for an example, sometimes to interpret the mood of the music. Sometimes Western classical. Last year, we did something in the House of Commons as part of Bangla Music Festival, where we connect Rag Chayanat.
At Portcullis House, was that?
Portcullis House,
Yes.
Portcullis House. You attended year before the last one, kindly attended. But last year, we did something, Rag Chayanat, which is a pure khayal form, and then Bengali Nazrul Sangeet, which is based on Rag Chayanat, and then we connected with something quite similar from Bach, Goldberg's variation, and that was performed by a wonderful group, Western classical music group based in Wimbledon, and that is called Jigsaw Players. So Shodha started with a vision to promote Indian classical music in its postmodern form, but especially folk music. When we do anything in relation to Bengali folk music, it started a bit before in Leeds. I'm based in Leeds actually, and then we do a festival called Radha Raman Festival with a name to promote Bengali folk music.
Is that after every 3 months or something? Because I see it on social media most of the time you are there.
Yeah, especially Indian Radha Raman Festival happens once in a year, but activities of Radha Raman Society takes place everywhere, almost all around the country, and almost every weekend or every month. We finished Baul and Vaishnav Music Festival as part of our commitment to promote Bengali folk music into the world stage. So we performed Popular Union, Rich Mix, Nehru Center, and that was hugely successful, Baul and Vaishnav Music Festival. And we started Radha Raman Festival about 9 years back in Leeds. And because that festival is counted now as one of the 10 significant events in the north organized by ethnic minority, and then we always have a significant number of audiences from London, from Birmingham, from Manchester. I would hope if you join us this year too. This year happening 31st of August, 1st September and 2nd of September, 3 days festival, and this is possibly the only one festival in this country that happens 3 days in a row, day and night.
Is it the Edinburgh Festival? No.
No, this is Radha Raman Festival that you do in Leeds. We attended in Edinburgh Festival as well as part of Shodha. And Shodha's activities based on purely Indian classical music. Say for instance, this year we are doing a festival called Festival of Devotion,
Right.
based in Wimbledon, and that
Right.
is happening on 28th of August as
Yes.
part of Guru Shishya.
I've got two questions. Who are we?
Parampara.
When say we are doing.
I mean Shodha. Shodha is, I personally, I'm the director
Right.
and co-founder of
Shodha.
Shodha. And we have got another co-founder, and who is the one of the finest Indian classical vocalist in this country. And Shodha is proud to have her as the artistic director of Shodha. And her name
Who
is
is she?
Chandra Chakraborty.
Yeah.
Chandra Chakraborty.
Yeah, I've
so,
heard
we
her,
are
yes, yes.
so we are doing a festival of devotion as part of Guru Shishya Parampara, just to show how the teaching of Indian classical music
Yes.
cascaded through Guru Shishya, traditional respect and
Teacher
tradition.
and disciple.
Yes. So that is happening on 28th of July in Wimbledon Library, and that will start from 7 p.m. And this festival will present something really exciting, and I'm looking forward to witness this as well. A musical also based on a forgotten queen of Tumri from Banaras Gharana called Motibai. So her life will be portrayed through beautiful, almost unparalleled reciting of Indian classical music, and that will be performed by Chandra Chakraborty ji herself and her disciple. So that will happen on 28th of July in Wimbledon Library. But this Palagan is organized by another organization, like I said, Radharaman Society, that I'm the key organizer of as well. So, I'm the board member of Radharaman Society, and I developed, deconstructed, formulated the script and directed the whole production, Rohim Basha and Ruban. But this journey of developing Palagan, which is suitable for
How would you
audiences.
describe what is Palagan if somebody asks you?
Palagan, in one word, this is, I would say, it's Bengali opera, Bengali ballad recited in.
Pala is from Polli.
Pala, is from Polli, you can say, but Palagan is meant to. It has, it's like a story, the music based on story.
But is the music, the instruments and the music, the raga and tal, is it specific to Palagan?
Palagan is mainly folk music, so that doesn't have that. Possibly there is a very subtle connection with Indian classical music, because all
you can
music,
use any instrument or just dotara or something.
Yeah, for Palagan you can use. We try to be authentic. We try to use authentic folk-based instrument, dutara, sometimes flute, dole. Those are the folk musical instrument, but we tried also with keyboard as well. So depending on the mode of the music, we chose the musicians. But Palagan is the part of Bengali folk music, and this is kind of a story. That is something we do actually when we chose a Palagan for performance. We try to see whether this Palagan has a connection with modern issues.
Right.
Because if you listen to or if you watch something which is irrelevant with the modern issues, you may not find it interesting.
True.
Although it may intrigue, the music may intrigue you, but the story won't, and then the whole point of music may go in vain. So we try to adapt those issues with modern
like the lyrics of a song, that has to relate to the situation.
Yes. So
whether it is love, whether it is separation.
Palagan, classical music has, say for instance, if you sing a raga has a clear connection.
Okay, sir, we need to take a break. When we come back, we will go to Palagan and the intricacies.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us. We'll be back soon after this short break. Thank you.